this house. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back to the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's McWilliams. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Fisher. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The screen, he's got wheels. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's McWilliams. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. Kept it and he's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play. But really, it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fisher. Keeps it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Petty. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff from the gun. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Fisher. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
He looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Trying to get the corner. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that...
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Motion from the back. To the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's McWilliams. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Might be changing the route. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Throws into the middle of the field. Snags it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, what a move to get open. That defense got gas, but they finally get into the turf at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air, it's McWilliams. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Rides it and reads it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's McWilliams. They're working that left side. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open open space. The band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. with a weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll start this drive firing. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weeks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. LSU right back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. a sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Uncorks one to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Gets the back moving. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Owen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. The discard, and he's running free. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Snags it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Coming out with it, it's Owen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space, it's Fisher.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On the direct snap, it's Fisher. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State. Great job by the back on the option.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. Man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's McWilliams. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't...
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.